hell was that?
That looks like a leftover from the show.
All right, good night, everybody.
Rock and roll.
All right, well, welcome to the Howard Stern interview. Look what is here tonight. Two bona fide rock stars. Two guys with staying power. True?
Yeah, but you look more like a rock star than we do.
You know, I really do. I have the full rock look, and yet I can play no instrument, and I can absolutely do nothing.
Yeah, but you're getting that Bon Jovi look.
What I've done is I've changed my hairdo around. I don't know if you guys notice. You guys would be aware of this kind of stuff. You're very into the rock fashion. I am growing my hair out to the side. That is where the move I'm going.
Who told you to do that, Mr. Shirley?
No, Mr. Ralph told me to do that. Where is Mr. Ralph? Mr. Ralph, come take a bow. He has been advising me. Mr. Ralph, you want to take a bow? Ralph, come on and take a bow. This idiot is telling me what to do. There he is. Take a look at that. There you go. Big dope. That's why I look like a dope every week, because of that guy. The old snaggletooth.
I'm impressed.
Yes. Now, let me just say something that, for those of you who don't know, this is KISS. There's a lot of people, a lot of alta-cockers who watch this show, and they do not know that this is KISS.
This is half of KISS.
This is half of KISS.
This is the lower half.
This is the important part of KISS. This is the two guys who really made it happen. You guys hooked up. You guys hooked up, and you made the band. Is that true?
Well, that's a loaded question.
And don't clam up on me tonight. Gene,
all right, we're trying to.
You have a lot of sex stories, and you're going to reveal them tonight.
What is this thing with you? This voyeurism. You know?
Well, I would love. Listen, I'm a married man. I've not had sex with a different woman for 19 years.
I don't believe that.
I swear to you, it's true. I swear to tell her.
What does your wife think about that?
My wife. Listen, don't be a wise guy, okay? Now, listen to me.
Yeah.
The point is that I really have not had an affair in 19 years with a different woman.
Well,
and when I have rock stars on, guys who have had sex with lots of different women, it's exciting, especially like Gene here, who's had sex with Cher.
Will Chamberlain.
And even we learned a little Will Chamberlain, and no, not Will Chamberlain, but Jessica Hahn as well. We learned something about that. We're going to be talking about that. There was a date of some kind, and we will learn about all of these things. But first of all, let me tell you my relationship with the rock group KISS. You guys got into trouble with me. We've been through this. Gene, of course, threatened my life. Is that true?
No, I didn't threaten your life.
Explain what you did.
I threatened to publicly thrash you.
Thrash me. All right, here's what happened.
I was betting on you.
Yeah, well, no, I think Gene could probably beat me up. Stand up, Gene. Let me see. Let me see how tall you are. Let me see how big a man you are. I wonder if I could. I wonder if I could beat you up. He looks pretty rough, though, right? You look kind of rough.
No, I mean, when it's important, I think anybody can beat anybody up.
Have you ever been in a real fight?
I haven't been in a single fight in my entire life.
You have never kicked anyone's butt?
Never.
And yet you were prepared to take me on, knowing that I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Black belt, silver belt, I could have mopped the floor with.
You feel you would have won?
Easily.
And Paul, who do you think would have won? Gene?
Well, being that he had good reason to be angry, or so we thought, in those circumstances, I'm sure that somebody who's fighting for something that they consider a good cause or a good memory could absolutely make a Persian rug out of it.
So you are asking yourself at home, what was it that made Gene so mad at me that he had to threaten to thrash me publicly? And what made him mad was that your drummer died, correct? At a young age.
Yeah, he passed away about a year and a half ago because of cancer.
Because of cancer. And this guy was a huge fan of mine. A huge fan.
It's true.
So his friend calls me up on the air, the friend of your drummer, and he says, hey, the guy was a huge fan. Go on, do a couple of jokes, talk about the guy's death, talk about the fact that he's having a funeral today, and have some fun with it. And we did. Word got back to you that I made fun of your drummer. True?
It's true.
At an emotional point. A man you have known, was he the original drummer?
No,
he was with us actually longer than the original drummer.
Yeah,
he was.
For 11 years.
I see. And you were not going to throw him out of the band as reported in the Inquirer, right?
No. Not at all.
You were never going to do that. That was never going to happen. So I had made a few jokes and things, and you called up off the air and said that you called my producer, Gary Delabate, and you said, I am going to publicly beat Howard Stern.
Well, first I asked to talk to you because I didn't think flunkies, producers, or other sorts should stand in the way between two people who had something to say to each other.
Oh, I was not going to get on the phone with you. I was not going to get on the phone with you. You look like a demon. I am not going to get on the phone with you.
I just wanted to hear what you had to say for yourself, and when he refused to put you on the phone, I said...
let me tell you something. I am the biggest worm alive. I would never get on the phone and openly confront off the air, only on the air.
It was a sensitive time for us. But I think, with other circumstances, you've shown yourself to have heart.
Oh, is that right?
That some people may not know.
Oh, well, in other words, Paul, what you're saying is, what you are saying here to my public, all 5 of my viewers, you are saying that, in fact, you might have jumped to the wrong conclusion about me. True?
I think there's always more than one layer of paint for each person. So what everybody sees of Howard Stern here maybe isn't the entire story. So maybe
I
this.
See. All right. So then you threatened. So you told my producer that you were going to do what to me? Tell everyone. Go ahead. Confess how you acted like a child. Go ahead.
Is this a mini-series?
No. Confess what you said. Gene, go ahead. And we'll get into the whole Kiss thing and the new CD and everything. But just go ahead.
The new CD called Alive 3.
Yes, but we'll get
just
to that.
Came out.
I have it right here, and we're going to talk about the new CD.
That's a very fine idea, because the record company would be very, very sorry if you didn't do that.
Oh, please.
And they'll come here and beat you up.
Yes, they will threaten my life.
Look, look.
What did you say to my producer? Go ahead.
I said to him that I wanted to talk to you right away, and he said that that's not possible.
Right.
And I said perhaps you could relay a message to Howard that the next time I see him, I was going to beat the piss out of you.
That's right. Now, what I did, now you say, what does Howard Stern do when he hears about this? I say, Gary, call back Gene Simmons. Get him on the phone. Get him to admit that again on tape.
Record,
and then we could sue him or something.
Yeah, I love that.
Because I'm looking for a payday of some kind. So Gary called you back, but you were very smart. You had a feeling you were being taped, didn't you?
Well, I've done this before.
So you knew not to admit it a second time?
Well, I was going to just simply do it and let the tape roll, because first I was going to make a statement. This is a personal affront. Whatever.
Right.
Anyway, the case...
The point is, I almost had him trapped. I would have had all that Kiss money. That would have been mine. I would have been sitting here like a multimillionaire instead of these guys. And when we come back, we're going to find out about Life as Rock Stars, how you made it, how you got together, the sex and everything and all that stuff. And,
yours
is a mini-series.
Your sex, not mine, and we'll be back right after this with Kiss.
I got my pictures of Joan and Jay, throw on my Hawaiian shirt, straw hat, got my Mr. Floaty. Bring me the stage manager. John, get in there.
You've just packed everything you need for the perfect Talk Soup vacation. Hey, Greg Kinnear, where are you going?
I'm going to Disney World.
That's right, join Greg for a special week of Talk Soup on vacation. Highlights of your favorite talk shows all next week from Disney World, and it's only on E, the Entertainment News and Information Authority.
Guys?
A trip to Six Flags or Disneyland, a dog's view. We all know Disneyland's a great place to visit, but if you don't have time for the trip this year, consider the alternative. Six Flags. Bigger. Faster. Closer. No matter where you live, there's one nearby. Plus, you get home in time to feed your dog. Six Flags theme parks. Bigger, faster, closer.
I'm Charles Dutton. Coming this summer on HBO is a new miniseries called Laurel Avenue. I think it's going to challenge the way you look at TV, your neighbors, and most of all, those amazing people you call family. In every family, there are hard times.
You let yourself down. You let your mother down. Man, I know I was wrong, man. I'm not blaming on nobody else.
There are low times.
You can never mind your own business. Why you always gotta be in my business? You're my sister. I love you.
And there are happy times. But no matter what happens, no matter what goes down, it's still family. Laurel Avenue, an HBO miniseries event. Coming soon on HBO.
When I get up, I want a strong cup of coffee. When a headache interferes with my day, I want strong relief. Anacin. There's caffeine in Anacin that energizes the aspirin to work better on my headache. Anacin. Daytime headache relief.
E! Entertainment Television presents stand-up, sit-down comedy with your host, Robert Klein. Tune in each Saturday at 9:30 when E! brings you a whole new half hour of stand-up comedy. Every Saturday night at 9:30, only on E!
Okay, look at that, we're back. I'm here with Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley of Kiss. In honor of their new CD, and let me just say that to wind up that particular story, Gene, when you and I were at war with each other, when we almost went to physical blows in the middle of Times Square, we finally got to talk to each other on the radio, and we worked out our differences.
Yeah, I mean, I really found out what the story was, and
I had it made fun of you drunk.
From the horse's mouth.
Yes.
Don King was very disappointed.
Yes, because it would have been a big fight.
But I tell you what, if somebody would have said the same thing about a loved one of yours, whether it's your wife, your children, your mother, your father, you would have done the same thing, because...
That is wrong. I do not get offended that easily. I don't. I do not get offended easily. And I always wait to hear something firsthand. Always.
Well,
always wait.
It was a very sensitive time. He had passed away very quickly, and he was very dear to us, and, you know, family honor and all that.
I got you. I understand, Gene. I understand. Now, listen to me. Gene, you are looking more and more devilish as we go along. And a lot of people say, hey, what are some of the Kiss songs? Because you're a band that actually made it without a lot of hit singles. You guys didn't have a lot of hit singles. How many albums you put out?
I think it depends on how you count them. There's at least 20 to 24 of them.
20 to 20.
A couple of solo records, altogether
right,
about
24 Kiss albums. You guys have had a consistent career. You're always on the road. You're always touring, and your albums always sell.
Do very well.
And yet, a lot of people on the street
don't know.
They don't know one Kiss song.
Sure.
That's better, though.
I think it's better, because otherwise, if you're always a slave to having hit singles, you're as big as your last single.
So let's familiarize the audience with, here, we went out on the street, we said to some people, sing some Kiss songs, and here they are.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this.
Beth, I hear you calling, but I can't come home right now.
You got something about you. You got something I need. No more tomorrow, baby. Time is today.
I want to rock and roll all night and party every day. All right.
All right, now those two guys actually, that's actually Gene and Paul without all of their rock stuff on. That's it. All their troopers at a young age.
They were great.
They were really good, weren't they?
I like the guy that was doing God of Thunder.
Very, very effective. Now, what about the fans and all this stuff? I mean, they're as rabid as, let's say, Grateful Dead fans. Grateful Dead didn't have a lot of hits.
No, much more.
Yeah, the fans are amazing. I mean, hopefully it's because we try to give them as much as they're giving us. I mean, this is something that's been really an obsession for us. I mean, we're so dedicated to our fans, and really without them we'd be nothing. You know, you have all these rock stars going, well, I want to be left alone, I don't want to have my photo taken. If you really love those bands, perhaps you should stop buying their albums and let them retire.
So you're saying you're accessible to your fans. I know Gene is very accessible to the female fans. Gene has had over 1,000 women.
You know, you're gonna drive this point to the ground.
Of course. Yeah, but you drive it to the ground. You're the guy who publicizes the women that he has.
I do no such thing.
You're fascinated with knowing, and he's fascinated with talking about it. I shut up and do it.
You know what's funny? But you know what's funny? He loves talking about the women he's had.
I've come on and just said hello. How are you?
No,
what about those women that you've had,
Gene? We're going to talk about Cher. We're going to talk about all that stuff. Listen, you've had her.
See that? I started it again, didn't I?
It's a great thing, isn't
it?
Oh,
but, it doesn't suck.
You guys sort of give off a satanic kind of image.
Oh, yeah. Does this guy look like the devil?
No, not anymore.
Last time I saw the devil, he looked just like...
In the beginning, you went for the satanic reference.
It wasn't.
True?
Not at all.
Be honest.
No,
Be honest.
I think hedonism and Satanism are two different things, and perhaps we enjoy certain pleasures that other people could only read about or like to hear about. But Satanism...
But if kids thought that you were worshiping the devil, it would have been a positive thing. True?
But it was never...
Having fans like
for us, it was never an issue, because the idea of somebody having the right to actually who or what you worship is really... nobody really has that right. So if some preacher in some southern town would say, isn't it true that you worship the devil? You would refuse to answer the question. See, there I told you, he does.
Yeah, but wait a minute, Gene. Are you wearing what? Is this a cross?
No, this is a dagger.
No, that is a Christian cross, and you guys are Jewish
Not at
guys
all.
you're from Queens, Paul, right?
Yeah, I was brought up in Manhattan, Queens.
What is your real name, Gene? Tell everyone your real name.
Well, I named myself Gene Simmons, so therefore that's my real name.
Yeah, but it's high and what?
Well, my point is Howard Stern is not really your real name.
No, Howard Stern is my real name.
No, it's not.
Nobody names themselves Howard Stern.
You didn't name yourself. Somebody named you.
My mother named me, and she wanted to name me Harvey. I should have smacked her in the head.
Therefore, it's not your real name.
Yeah.
My point is that my name, the name I chose for myself, is Gene Simmons. Usually when you're born...
But you were born in Israel, true?
I was.
All right. You were born in Israel. You come over to this country at what age?
I was about 9 years of age.
9 years old, and you were studying to be a rabbi, true?
True.
At 9, you were studying to be a rabbi.
Well, you enter a rabbinical, theological seminary.
So to wear a cross,
no, I just see this as a dagger and a symbol of torture.
Paul, do you think that's a cross? Do you believe that that's a cross, Paul?
I think sometimes Gene is a little confused, but so are we all.
That's right. Don't you feel that Gene is wearing a cross?
I see this.
I see that as a small letter opener.
All right. that I'll accept. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break. We're going to come back, and we're going to figure out exactly what Gene's name is. We're going to take a look at some old Kiss paraphernalia that I dug up. We're going to get into the sex thing because Paul is enjoying sex. Is that correct?
Once in a while.
You're not married?
Oh, I'm married.
Oh, you are married?
Yes.
And you are enjoying sex?
I found monogamy to be something very stimulating.
And you love hearing Gene's stories of sex as well, don't you?
Only the true ones.
Only the true ones. When we come back, and we will also talk about the new CD, which is out, called Kiss Alive. This is a compilation, Kiss Alive 3, of all the great songs in done live, right after these words.
This weekend on E, our 1-hour weekend edition, Talk Soup. This weekend on E, exciting and original 1-hour specials, Supermodels on E, Country Music Fever. This weekend on E, the provocative half-hour interview hosted by Howard Stern with guest Kiss. All this weekend on E! Entertainment Television, the entertainment news and information authority.
No matter which kind of bandage you use, if you want those cuts to heal faster, use Neosporin every time you bandage. Testing shows Neosporin helps cuts heal faster, 4 days faster than a bandage alone, and it helps prevent infection. So whenever you use a bandage, use Neosporin. Together, they make it better, faster. And for fast healing plus pain relief, try Maximum Strength Neosporin Plus.
Come, Hector, I will make you lunch.
Because Hector Boyardee always had to wait for his favorite foods.
Good food takes time.
He grew up to become Chef Boyardee, making foods kids like that are ready in seconds.
Hey, I'm in your face to show you Autographics, the first no-glue auto tattoo. So, how does Autographics work?
The stuff's really easy. I mean, you just peel it off and slap it on any clean surface.
You can move it around, too. It's easy.
No glue? Won't it fall off?
No, it's static cling. Autographics stays on at any speed and any weather.
Autographics, the no-glue auto tattoo.
Call 1-800-52-GRAPHICS and order your color match design kit for only $14.95. Call now.
As you know, I'm not only the Heckler president, I'm also a client. If your hair is thinning like mine was, call now for your free video.
The first thing my wife said when she saw it, that I looked 10 years younger. That was the first words out of her mouth. Not hello, not hi.
I feel good about myself when I get up in the morning. It's easy to maintain and manage.
So call now for your free video on Hair Club's developments in dealing with thinning hair. To help our clients, see how this free video can help you too.
Whoa! Whoa!
Good night. See you soon.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good
Thank you
night.
for coming.
Good night, thank you.
Sitting here, of course, with Gene Simmons, who plays the bass in the group Kiss. Thank you. Thank you. And Paul Stanley, of course, who sings lead. Well, and Gene, when you're let me just show something, then I'm going to ask you a question about what it was like growing up. Like, do you sit in your room and play the bass all day, dreaming of rock stardom?
No, I actually read the Old Testament and dream of rabbinical stardom.
Of rabbinical stardom. Good. We'll get back to that in a minute. But first of all, let me draw your attention to this. This is to give you an idea of some of the popular Kiss memorabilia. So you guys are so popular at one point you make $100 million. Is that correct? Is that...
We've heard those figures.
We've heard those, yeah.
No, I have it here in writing. And if it's on these cards, it's true. By 1980, you made $100 million a year.
They said we did.
Is that not true?
It's true. Well, you know, money comes in and money goes out. But I want to...
No, wait a second. What? Did somebody just hear somebody say money comes in and money goes out?
Well, in other words...
What does that mean? What do you mean it comes in?
You tell me.
What do you mean?
You make a certain amount of money.
Gene says you don't make the money because Gene has got one concept in mind of not saying how much money they make because maybe that'll turn off fans. And you say that you did make the money. You're being more honest.
No. You pay taxes, you have expenses.
Well,
and things
everybody
like
pays. Listen, I wish I could pay the taxes on $100 million. I'd be
We,
happy to. I'd be happy to.
When this stuff came out in the 70s,
yes,
we were just having a good time. It was almost like being on an express train and seeing all the stops go by.
So let me show you this. This is
look
the
and enjoy.
Gene Simmons, and this would be the Paul Stanley.
Let me tell you something. Just an exclusive.
Yes.
He was screwing Barbie.
Yeah, that's right. That is correct. No. He was having sex with Barbie right here.
So what was I with G.I. Joe?
No, you were with your wife. And you two, and look, this now sells. Do you know what we paid for these $2? Do you have any idea?
$200.
No, these two go for $300 a piece.
Oh,
$300 a piece. These two are the other two guys.
No.
I'll be honest with you. This will give you an idea of importance in the group. You guys take a bigger percentage of the profits in the group. True?
We don't.
Because you write the songs?
We don't know anything about that stuff.
No, why don't you be honest and say that you take a bigger percentage?
Well, these two members are no longer in the band, so...
these two, but I gotta say, look at the buttocks on this particular member. Is that nice or what?
I think I was Action Jackson.
Was this Action Jackson?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. This, I am all man, and I've never looked at another man's buttocks, but this doll has a beautiful buttock. Touch this man's buttocks. Go ahead. You're not gonna believe it. It's fantastic.
I want to take him out to dinner first. I'll wait.
Take him out to dinner before you touch his buttocks. Now, but this went for $100. These two.
Yeah.
$100. So
for the two?
No, a piece. The lunchbox. What was that? $100 for the lunchbox. And the lunchbox.
Does it have the thermos?
No thermos.
All right.
With the thermos, that's...
I want to thank my mother, who actually took the lunchbox.
There's an old sandwich in there from a Kiss concert.
Let me see. I can open it up. I packed a roast beef sandwich for my mother. There it is, right there. Hello, guys. Okay, so there it is. So those are some of the items. So you guys make $100 million.
We didn't say that. You did.
And the group is at its height in the 80s, and you're making this kind of money. And is it true that you two take a higher percentage than the other members because you're considered the core founders of the group?
We make sure that everything turns out right and everybody's very happy, especially on a Live 3, which really sort of encompasses the entire history of the band, which just came out.
And you become multimillionaires. And what do? You are guys who were raised in Queens.
Yes.
Right? You both, you hooked
Forest Hills and
Actually,
Jackson.
Forest Hills was the other side of the tracks to me. But
Right.
That was for the richer people.
Right.
We were in Kew Garden Hills.
That's right.
And Kew Garden Hills was the richer side of Flushing.
But you're middle-class guys.
Yeah.
And, Gene, you practiced the bass since you were a little kid. You show an early musical ability?
I started playing guitar, actually.
Okay. And you hook up at what age, the two of you guys? How
I was
old?
about 56. He was about 3.
No, come on. How old are you? Come on. Be serious.
I was 22, something like that. He must have been about 18 or 19.
And you're dreaming of this success, what? Primarily to get women and to achieve wealth, right?
I have to say that's true.
Okay. And the group hits the scene, and your first album is a hit?
Oh, God, no. No. We became famous long before we became richer famous. You know, we had notoriety, certainly because of the album cover.
And the makeup.
And because of the makeup.
All right, let's take a look at you in the makeup days, and take a look at this. Take a look at this video first, and then I'll take a break. There it is.
There we go.
Look at you. Look at you guys. And afterwards, wait. Oh, the women must be incredible afterwards. Because women want to sleep with you because they want to see what you look like without your makeup. True?
No, some of them said keep it on.
Some of them, you actually slept with women while the makeup was on.
Yeah,
didn't sleep.
Didn't sleep.
No.
Had sex. Look at that. Look at the fun. Oh, would I have fun. Look at me. I got the hair and everything, and I can't play a friggin' instrument, and I can't sing.
So join a band.
All right, let's take a break. Now, Gene yelled at me during the last break. He said, look, I want to talk about my CD. That's why I'm here.
I want to talk about a Live 3.
I will allow you to plug your CD if you tell me what it's like to have a night with Cher in bed and if she's good in the sack. That will be the deal.
It's a deal.
All right, right after these words.
Crazy in blue. Let me tell you, I'm in heat.
He is swinging with all the country music greats, so grab a partner and do-si-do to your TV set for E's Country Music Fever. Join special host Cliff Black for a foot-stomping hour look at the current country music scene and how it has the world two-stepping like crazy. Let E feed your fever. Country Music Fever. This week at 5 Eastern and 2 Pacific, only on E!
The Entertainment News and Information Authority.
Kiss the beautiful bride.
This summer,
Let's get pissed!
Mike Myers takes a whack at marriage with Nancy Travis, Anthony LaPaglia, Amanda Plummer, Michael Richards, Stephen Wright,
What are you doing? Wake up!
and Mike Myers. So I Married an Axe Murderer.
She's quite a filly.
Rated PG-13. Sneak preview Saturday night.
I'm Charles Dutton. Coming this summer on HBO is a new miniseries called Laurel Avenue. I think it's going to challenge the way you look at TV, your neighbors, and most of all, those amazing people you call family. In every family, there are hard times.
You let yourself down. You let your mother down. Man, I know I was wrong, man. I'm not blaming on nobody else.
There are low times.
You can never mind your own business. Why you always gotta be in my business? You're my sister. I love you.
And there are happy times. But no matter what happens, no matter what goes down, it's still family. Laurel Avenue, an HBO miniseries event. Coming soon on HBO.
Hey, I'm in your face to show you Autographics, the first no-glue auto tattoo. So, how does Autographics work?
The stuff's really easy. I mean, you just peel it off and slap it on any clean surface.
You can move it around, too. It's easy.
No glue. Won't it fall off?
No, it's static cling. Autographic stays on at any speed and any weather.
Autographics, the no-glue auto tattoo.
Call 1-800-52-GRAPHICS and order your color match design kit for only $14.95. Call now.
Okay, we're back, and we're here with Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley of KISS. We're bringing you tonight into the life of rock stardom. So few of us can achieve this kind of success. This is a dream come true for these guys. And by the way, many of you say, where did they get the idea for makeup? That's what we're talking about. This is the first time that Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, now this is your first makeup job that you did when you were working out the makeup. Take a look at that. And you guys...
that was an early makeup.
That was an early makeup, and then that evolved into... your whole other style of makeup, the more evil looking.
Yeah, the hairline's about the same.
That was fantastic. That was I think you should have stuck with that. Let's take a look at your new video. But wait a second. Let me tease you here a little. Why should I show you a new video unless you tell me what it's like to have a night with Cher? Okay. Where do we meet Cher? Give me a sample of how you got Cher. Where did you meet her quickly?
We met at a party, and I asked her to sing on my solo record, and I told you the specifics. But this is the real
No. Wait a second. You're not getting off easy. You need to tell me you meet her at the party. How long does it take you to score? Tell me that. How long? A day?
2 minutes.
Are you that charismatic that you can bed her down in a minute? Was she on the rebound from Sonny?
For me?
Yeah.
Sonny was great.
Sonny was... Did you have Sonny as well?
Oh, yeah.
Did you end up in the sack with Sonny?
Yes, and Sonny was just superb.
All right, so the point is you're not going to tell me about Cher. That way, I'm only going to play a little bit of your video
What specifically do you want?
I want to know, is she incredible in bed?
Yes.
Okay. Does it take a long time to woo her, or can you get it done quickly?
It takes a long time.
It takes a long time. It wasn't kind of thing where you can do it in one night. She's not as loose as we think she might be, right?
Right. Now
Okay.
show the video.
All right, now here's your new video. Let's take a little look at this. Let me see what's going on. That's good. Now, that has satanic references. I heard...
Why? What?
Very satanic.
There's nothing satanic in that unless you
I
play
saw
it,
a skull there.
you play it backwards.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. I wish you luck with the new album, Kiss Alive 3. This is the CD. You have all the songs on here, the live versions. Is that correct?
That's right.
And these are not touched up in any
No,
way?
this is
the
this
real
is our
raw...
third live album in 15 years.
This is it.
This is the real deal.
And any KISS fan can go get this right now. Kiss Alive 3. I want to thank you guys, Gene and Paul, for coming on. It's a lot of fun taking me into the lifestyle of a rock star. What the hell do I know? And it seemed like a lot of fun. I hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time right here on the Howard Stern Interview.
Coming up next, if you missed any of the big entertainment news stories of the past week, then you're out of luck. No, actually, we have E! News Week in Review coming up. Oh, stop.